Hello, 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 everyone. This is Stephanie of Creatively Miss Me, YouTube tips, and more. Now, before we jump into tonight's episode, you know I have to do my advertisement. Where your independent consultant is Terry Donald. Now, I'll have the list for her website, her Facebook, and her YouTube channel information listed below. Now, when you go, tell her Stephanie sent you. Okay, now tonight I'm really excited. I found this young lady one night when I was up looking at different videos on YouTube. And what attracted me to her channel is that day they were redoing their patio. Now, those you know, I'm kind of like a nut of outside stuff. And I've been looking at more videos of people doing home repairs and things like that. But watching her and her husband do their patio, the fire pit, and all that good stuff, I really liked her channel. And then when I got to reading about her, there was more things that brought me to her attention. And like I always said, hello, Denise. Like I always said, God brings people in your life for a reason. And here lately, the ladies that I've been getting to come on the channel have all been really God-fearing women. And this lady here is no stranger. So I want you to meet Alexandra. She's a beautiful soul, a beautiful spirit. Hello, Alexandra.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
We have Denise. She says hello.
Hi, Denise.
Hi, Carol. I haven't seen you in a while. And Thrift Queen, hi, Joan. How are you? Now, I have my sheet of questions. Everybody knows I have my sheet, but we're going to jump right into these questions. Let's see. Okay, now question number 1 is, what is the name of your channel?
It's called All About Alex.
Now, how did you come up with that channel name?
My boys helped me because I was telling them what I wanted the channel to be about, and it's basically all about my life, all the aspects of my life, being a mom, a grandmom, a wife, like you said, a disciple of Jesus, just a sister, a daughter. And I incorporate all of those things into the channel. And so my son was like, I was like, something with Alex. And I was looking on YouTube about how to start a channel. And they were like, make it personal, make it, something that kind of explains what your channel is about. And so that,
Right.
for long story short, everything Alex, always Alex. And then my son said, what about All About Alex? And I said, that's perfect. So
well, he says here, I'm where I'm supposed to be now. There's Tamara. Hello, Tamara.
Hi.
This is Joan says she's gonna check out your channel.
Yay. Welcome.
Tamara says hello, everyone. Hey, Tammy. All right. Now your channel is, I know it's about you and your family and everything you do. Now, I know I've seen your grandbabies on there, and I enjoy watching them, especially when she was up in the camera looking, trying to see what you were seeing. Now, what brought you to doing YouTube?
Well, I had stumbled across it. I don't know if you've ever heard of Kev on Stage.
Yes.
He's a comedian.
Right.
I started watching him, and he was doing Vine when he was back doing Vines.
Right.
And I kind of followed him over to YouTube when he switched over to YouTube. And that's when I'm so technologically challenged. It's funny because my husband is in IT. And so that's how I kind of figured out, you can watch YouTube, on TV. And so I followed him over to YouTube.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, what else can I see on here? Because he was the only one I was watching. And I started, how it'll suggest things to you. So it started suggesting to me videos of people cleaning. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is heaven for me. Because that's like literally my therapy. I
Yes.
clean when I'm upset. I clean when I'm mad at my husband. I get him clean. When I'm sad, I clean. When I'm depressed, I clean. It just makes me feel better because I can kind of zone out
Right.
and focus on one thing. And it just people laugh when I say it literally is my therapy. And then I started getting more into decorating,
Right.
and just you get so inspired when you're seeing other people and their ideas about
Yes.
how to do things. And
Yes.
so I started watching all of these people, and I have been watching them for years. And then during the pandemic, my sons were like, Mom, you should start your channel. They had been asking me telling me this for a while. And I was like, I don't know nothing about that. I don't know how to do that. Da, da, da. And then I'm older. A lot of the women I was following, they were young with their babies and stuff. And so
Yeah.
I like seeing their babies and, all the things they were doing. And I'm thinking, I'm an older woman. My kids are grown. Like, ain't nobody going to be interested in seeing me. And they were like, Mom, but you watch this all the time. They doing exactly what you do every
Yes.
day. And so you should do it. They were like, you never know who might be inspired. And I was like, okay. So, I mean, it was like in the middle of the night on a Halloween night, 2020. And they had to literally sign me up. I didn't even know how to do that. Like to start. So they started my channel for me, and the rest is history.
Okay. Now, has it been difficult, your time here on YouTube?
Yes, it has been, just because I am so busy. Like I said, I'm a mom. I have 4 boys, and my oldest son has cerebral palsy, and
Okay.
he's severely disabled. So that's like my baby.
Right.
And then we have 3 other sons, and then my youngest son is the one with the babies. He's the daddy of the grand princesses. And so it's a lot. I have my own spiritual walk that I'm trying to maintain, and
Yes.
my marriage, and
Yes.
it's a lot. And so when
Yeah.
I know the first year everything was kind of slower. So in 2020, I kind of shot off, and I had felt like I had more time. Everybody was, wasn't a lot going on. So
Right.
I felt like I was able to get a lot of videos done. I was really growing. And then when the world started opening back up and more things were happening, I felt like, I think 2023, I always say 2023 kicked my butt, because I just felt like I just
Yeah.
didn't accomplish a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish for my channel.
Hmm.
I felt like I wasn't growing the way I wanted to grow. And that was my own, I'm not going to
Yeah.
say fault. It was because I wasn't being as consistent as I wanted to be, which then
Hmm.
stifled my growth. And so that's been my biggest challenge, is like, because I have all these ideas in my head, and like, oh, I want to do this. I definitely want to do like a day in the life with me and my son, just to kind of encourage people who are
Right.
special needs parents. And so I got all these ideas, but a lot of times I don't have the time or the energy to get it
I
done. You know
totally
what I didn't?
understand.
One thing I didn't know about YouTube is videos, you don't realize all the work that
Yes.
goes into it. I didn't realize
Yes.
that.
It
I
is a
was like,
lot of work.
like, I was watching these girls cleaning and stuff, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, they just cleaning. I can do that. I didn't see that they were cleaning,
Editing.
they were recording, they were editing, they were
Editing.
stopping mid clean and moving the camera, and then
Yes.
adjusting and making sure your lighting is good and making sure your sound is good. And I didn't know. I was like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
So it's a lot of times I could pick up the camera and and record, but it's just all the other
The
stuff.
editing. Yes.
Yes,
The
that goes along
editing.
with it.
That's what gets everybody.
Yeah. And so that's been some of my challenges, just basic growing challenges, that I've had to kind of take a step back. I did a lot of thinking, like, over the holidays, of what I wanted to change and stuff, and come up with some new plans on how I want to go about
Right.
2024.
Right. Well, so far you got 2 new members. Uh,
Yay!
Joan says she just subbed,
Oh, thank you, Joan.
and then Stacy says she's going over to check out your channel.
Yay!
Um, Tamara says yes, it's a learning curve.
It
Yes, you
is,
learn a
definitely.
lot. You learn a lot. What do you like most about YouTube?
YouTube in general, I love the fact that anything you want to know, you can know.
Mm,
You can find out, a lot of people think, they look at our channel as far as the things that we do to our home and everything.
yeah.
That has all been YouTube. We're watching and learning from other. And that's also the thing that I like as far as having my own channel, is maybe being a little bit of that for somebody else. So
Yes.
somebody else can see two people who, like, neither one of us are contractors, neither one of us are like professional designers or, you know, anything like that. I'm not a professional
Right.
organizer. It's just a normal couple doing things in our home that make us happy, make our home a little bit more efficient. And if we can do it, anybody can do it. And so that's what I like about YouTube, is the fact that you can learn from other people who are the same as
Right.
And so I
That's
just
right.
think this is a blessing. It's one way that
Denise.
technology is doing something good.
Yes, it is. Denise, the name of her channel is All About Alex. She asked, what's the name of your channel?
Yes, all
Merlin
about
says she
Alex.
already subs to your channel.
Yay. Thank you, Marilyn.
So, All About Alex. All right. So, have you changed from what you very first started doing on your YouTube channel?
Not really. Because if you go back and you watch my very first video, it was basically me introducing myself, and all the things that I kind of said that I wanted to focus on, I think I've been focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think it's still like the same things that because I don't feel like I've done all the things I really
Yeah.
wanted to do. So
Yeah.
maybe once I get, to where I'm like, okay, I've done that. Maybe let me try something new.
Yeah.
Maybe then. But right now I still consider myself a baby in this game. And so,
Like Marilyn said, it's called
right.
YouTube College 101.
Yes, absolutely. And so I feel like I still have so much that I want to show, that I want to share. So I think I'm still pretty much sticking to what I set out to do.
Okay. Is there anyone you would like to do a challenge with on YouTube?
Oh my goodness. I would
Or are
like to
you
do
ready to do a co host?
I would love to collab with anybody who would want to collab with me, because I like doing the collabs with you. Um, really push me, when
Yes.
I talk about, oh, I'm not, I don't have time for this, all that stuff. Because I had those collabs that I knew I had to get up at a certain time, that pushed me. It kind of gave me the extra on the days I was like, oh, I feel terrible. My back is hurting. This is not working out. This is not working.
You got
But
another
you still
sub.
got to get up. You still got to get up and get that done. So I feel like,
Shoshana says she's already a sub to your channel.
oh yeah, I love Shoshana. Her channel is awesome, y'all. But yeah, so I think the collabs really help me as far as like giving me encouragement and helping me
Yeah.
to like giving me that little push to get
It
the
gets you
things done.
seen and gets you to show your creativity out there to other
Yes.
YouTubers. Marilyn says she's willing to do a collab with you.
Yay! I would love it. I would love it.
Oh, Shoshana, take care of yourself, girl.
Oh yeah. It's going around. We've been sick for like 2 weeks.
Ooh.
It's just passing from person to person.
Now, the next question, I already know. I said, have you ever done a live? And this is your first
This
live.
is my very first. Yes.
So when
See,
you do
you, Miss
your
Miss
video,
Stephanie, you have gotten me my first live and my first collab. I knew God sent me to you for a reason.
Les Jones says, I'm currently on a I quit YouTube break. Girl, I know you'll be back. Marilyn says she'll reach out to you.
Yay. Okay. I'll be looking forward to it.
And Stacy says she rang your doorbell.
Oh, okay. Thank
And
you.
she says Shoshana says she's willing to do a collab too.
Yes.
And Denise says she subs. She loves
Oh,
homemaking channels.
thank you, Denise.
Now, when you do a video, makeup or no makeup?
Oh, no makeup. Girl, I be looking crazy. When I first started, I would at least try to put a little lipstick on. Because I don't wear makeup anyway.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I go to church, but other than that, I'm a no makeup girl. And so when I first started my channel, because I would see everybody else and they look so nice. And I was like, well, let me at least put some lipstick on. But here lately, girl, it's a challenge to just get the videos out. I be having scarves on my head.
That's why you see a
I
lot
be
of my
having my,
videos. You don't see me because mm-mm,
it's a lot. It's a lot. I be having my pajamas on.
you ain't the only one. I think all of us have
I
filmed in our
said, look,
pajamas and made sure that we wasn't seen.
I said, they gonna get me the way I normally am.
Because I had told in one video, I said, I don't know anybody that puts on a full face of makeup and does the hair and
To
wear heels to
clean.
clean a house. I said,
No.
I'm on when I
Mm-mm.
clean, you're gonna get me how I am.
Yep.
That's it.
Because I
Now,
think
who
when
was
you're
the
authentic, I'm sorry.
go ahead?
No, I was just gonna say, I think when you're authentic,
Yeah,
that's when you really resonate with your audience because everybody, like you said, no anybody who's looking at you is not gonna resonate with somebody cleaning their house with a full face of makeup and
yes.
heels, and they're gonna be like, oh well, okay, this ain't for me. This ain't, I don't relate to
I'm
it.
not that.
Right. But if you on there, and I'm not saying, you can't, whatever is comfortable for you, but if you on there and you look like you and you look like somebody that's actually cleaning and somebody's
Yes,
house who's actually needs to be clean, then I feel like more people can relate and feel like, oh, okay, I can do it too. Because that's the whole
yes.
purpose of this. Is to just say, hey, here's a community here. We're all the same. We're all trying to figure out this
Hmm.
thing together. We may be in different positions in life, but we're all like human wives, moms,
Yes.
whatever. And if I can do it, you can do it. And so I just try to be me.
Well, Shoshana says she went from little makeup to just pure Vaseline.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Now, you already told me who the first YouTuber you watched was Kevin, because I
Mhm.
used to watch him, and then his wife took over the YouTube, and the YouTube channel just exploded when
Yes,
she took over.
he's huge now.
Yes, Denise said I'm usually in makeup, but meet some youth scrubs at church function, and I was not in my Denise mode. How my husband? I Denise, I did that the other day. I went to the store and I wasn't feeling good, so my hair was pulled back with a hat on. My shirt was wrinkled. I had on some sweats, and I walked in the store. And I'm getting stuff, and I get in line. The woman says, "Aren't you Stephanie from Creatively Miss Me?" And I was like, good Jesus, today of all day, when I look like you pulled me out the trash can, I didn't
I
recognize.
cannot imagine what that
Oh,
experience would be like to actually meet somebody, that's seen my channel. That is such a blessing.
it was when she came up to me, I was like, huh? What? Oh, yeah, yeah. I was like in shock when she said, "Aren't you Stephanie of Creatively Miss Me?"
Oh,
And I was like, huh? Uh, yeah.
you had to think for a second, like, wait a minute. I'm
And
just
I
in
was
my
like,
regular
because I
life.
thought, look at how I'm dressed today. I'm not feeling like nothing. I said, okay, this is just me.
Yeah,
This is
that's
me.
that's how it is.
This me. Okay, what do you like most about your channel?
As far as my content or
Yes.
just in general, I love it's so funny because I tell I was telling my son that when I post a lot about the grandbabies, they don't get a lot of views, but those are my favorite videos.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm just going to keep posting them because it's more of like a time capsule for me to have
Hmm.
that for them. I have videos of my boys when they were babies, on VHS.
Right.
Um, And so we used to look back at them all the time when they were growing up, be like, we want to see the Aaron video or we want to see the whatever video.
Right.
And
Right.
so I feel like this is something that I'll have for them to be able to look back on all the things that we did together and stuff.
Right.
They're so cute. I love them so much. So those are probably my favorite videos. And then also um, my cleaning, even more than my decorating, just because,
Hmm.
like I said, cleaning is my therapy.
Right.
And so I love to see a space go from crazy
Yes.
to clean. There's nothing like it. It's just like, it's just a great feeling. And so I feel like those will probably be my two favorite sets of videos that I do.
Oh, Joan, she's 4 months old. She said she did a great grand girl
Oh,
video around Christmas.
amen.
Wow.
Ooh, she got a baby.
Yeah.
Our youngest is 7 months old, so
Wow.
they're so cute.
It says, I know it was a vision board party, informal fun, jeans and sweater, but I always act like so it was. Yes.
Yep.
I was like in shock when they started. I'm like, I look the worst of worst of worst today. Yeah, it says, would you start a second YouTube channel? And if yes, what would it be about?
The only thing I would think is to go more into my faith. So if I started to separate it out, because a lot of times, sometimes I feel like I don't, I don't push that enough. I don't share that enough,
Mm-hmm.
and it's such a huge part of my life. So if I did start a second one, it would probably be more to focus on my faith and just
Okay.
talking more about that, and giving more of my own personal opinions and things that I believe in.
Yeah, because
But
I
girl,
know.
this one child, I don't know how you do it, Miss Steph. This one channel is kicking my butt. So right now, I'm not thinking about starting another one.
Oh, I thought I was crazy doing the third one. And I was like, okay, you do the second one. This one here, I only do this on Sunday, so that's okay. I said, but then you're gonna turn around and start a third channel where you upload every Monday through Friday.
Wow,
Something's wrong with you mentally.
it's a
That's what
lot.
my
It's a
daughter
lot.
told me that. She says, Mama, something's wrong with you mentally because you got a third. I said, yes. She says, when it comes to children, YouTube has strict guidelines and they tend to not push them as much. You're right. Because at one point, when people would post videos of their kids, the
Yeah,
pedophiles would freeze it at a certain
yeah,
time. And I
yeah.
thought, boy, you sick.
So sad.
Oh, ugh. Now, what type of channels do you watch?
Like I said, Kevin on Stage. I
Yes.
actually bought his app. I'm a Kevin on Stage app member. So I watch a lot of, and a lot of the people that he has kind of put on, I watched
Mm-hmm.
him. And then cleaning and
Okay.
decorating is all I watch. I've just recently got into some history. I love history. History is like my jam. And so I've just recently got into like watching a lot of history videos, which I
Uh-huh.
really love. So, but other than that, my main thing is just
Yes,
cleaning and decorating.
being on stage is a mess.
He is. He's
He
so
is a
funny.
mess. Let's see. Who is your favorite YouTuber?
Um, I already said Kevin say, so let me pick somebody else. I really like um and I'm flaking her name right now. Um because I started watching her when the whole natural hair community, what is her? I'm losing it. I can't think of her name. But she's one of the ones that was real big in the natural hair community
Okay.
years and years ago. And I don't even think she does it a lot right now because she's gotten way beyond YouTube at this point. But yeah, I really like her as well. I can't think of her name, but if I could throw out one, I watch um Beauty and the Beastins. I watch Tara Henderson. I watch um uh, it's just a bunch of cleaning
Gotcha.
lifestyle YouTube channels.
John, where are you at? Is when to decide to visit this. I
Oh
know here in
yeah.
Houston, we're getting ready to get patting down for this snowstorm, this ice storm that's
Yes,
coming.
they said it was gonna like sweep across the whole country. So
Yeah, we're getting ready
we
for it
getting
here.
close to my birthday, so we know it's about
Oh,
to
you're
have.
in Dallas, so you up there where my people are. I come from Ennis. So you up there in Dallas where I have a lot of family in Ennis, and they were telling me that it was getting ugly up there.
You know they ain't used to that.
Well, you know what? Out Ennis and Dallas area, I always get a lot of sleet and ice and snow around the
Okay.
time. So we deal with it. But Houston, these people don't know how to drive in no ice because they don't get it. They don't get it. And I mean, Oh, she said, yes, Joan, I'm coming. It's coming our way too. Yes, Stacy, you're right. I hate because I'm down. Oh, you have pneumonia?
Oh,
Stacy.
yeah, it's going around.
Same here in Pittsburgh. Yes.
Mhm.
My
And look, we
sister-in-law
get it.
in
We in
Kansas.
Indiana, we get it every year, and they still don't know how to
It's
drive.
12. What? It's
Ooh,
12 degrees,
okay.
feel like two. Oh my goodness. See, I'm glad I moved. I'm glad I moved. Oh my goodness. Girl, we're in the mountains and we get snow. Oh my God. And 40-mile winds
Ooh.
today. Oh, see,
Oh, yeah.
Shoshana,
It's
I
upstate
almost
New
moved to
York.
Buffalo, New York. See, I was dating this guy
Mm-mm.
a few years back, and he had convinced me to move to Buffalo because we were talking about, being really, really serious. Well, I went up there for Thanksgiving
Mm-mm.
and woke up the next morning and felt like I slept with my head in the deep freezer. And when I got ready to go home, they right after my plane took off, they closed the airport down for a week and a half.
Oh,
My
wow.
plane was the last one to leave. And I said then, there is no way I'm moving up here. It's too cold for me. I couldn't deal with this cold.
I couldn't even
It has never
imagine.
seen, I have never seen it this cold. You know what? You know what it has it. I've never seen it that cold that way. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Allergies. I've never seen it as cold as it was before up there. Canada is negative 38.
Ooh,
Jesus. Jesus, I can't. I'm glad it's just a couple of days. They shut down North Texas. But yes, I'm hoping here in Houston that they do the right thing with the schools and shut it down so the kids don't get caught out
yeah.
there in that weather. Now, what is your favorite color?
Pink. Pink and red.
Really?
Yeah. And it's
Oh,
so funny because I wouldn't be able to stand pink and red in my house. Like, I really struggle during the holidays with all the bright colors just because
yeah,
I'm more of a very calm, muted. Like normally my house is very beige and like sage and
yeah,
cream and just
right.
very calm. So during the holidays from like, Christmas until Valentine's Day, it's a lot of red and I don't like it. But I do it because, the
The
grandbaby.
kids, yes.
Um, but boy, when St. Patrick's Day come, I'll be like, yes, we're back to the green. But wearing like my favorite colors to wear is just red and pink. I'm very girly. And so pink, I'm just a pink and red girl.
See, when I was younger, I happened to look one day at my closet and everything was red and white, red and black, or just red. And I was like, I knew red was my favorite color, but I had never really looked at everything in my closet.
Yep.
But
I have a
now I'm
lot of
more
red and
into
pink in my
it.
closet as well.
Now, Shoshana said, see, I'm destined for the South, but my husband won't let me be great in the heat. He loves the cold. I've been trying to, but the cold is a sin for me.
I agree. I always say God don't make mistakes, but he accidentally dropped me off in the wrong place. I was supposed to
Ooh,
be born in
girl.
like Jamaica or somewhere.
I know that's right. What does she say? She says, wow, we have a -1 in Northeast. Oh my
Oh
God, we're
yeah.
expecting -8 tomorrow.
Yeah.
I
I'm in
can't.
Indianapolis.
I can't. Now, what is your favorite movie?
What's my favorite? Oh, Steel Magnolias. It's tied between Steel Magnolias and Beaches.
Okay, which was it Still Magnolias? They did two of them.
Yeah, yeah, they just did a
So
remake a few
which
years
one?
back.
Both of them,
I
or
like the
one?
old one.
Like the
I
original?
like the Sally Field when they were
Okay.
at the funeral and her daughter had died. I cry every time. So
Oh,
I'm
she's
a
from New
crier.
Jersey. Okay.
I cry
Yes,
at
I'm a crier too.
I cry at commercials.
Look,
I'll be
there are
crying
certain
in movies.
movies. There are certain movies I cannot look at again because I cry too hard in them. The
Yep.
Green Mile,
Oh,
the what is it? What's the name of the movie? The one about Christ that Mel Gibson made.
oh, Passion of the Christ.
I can't watch that. I cry so much my face hurt.
Yep.
Can't watch that. And then I love Imitation of Life. I cry every time I watch it. I like
Yeah,
the second one, not the
it's a
first
good
one.
one.
The first one, The second one, I love it, but I still
Yeah.
cry whenever Mahalia Jackson starts singing. Woof.
I
I
mean,
go
it's
to tears.
Mahalia, so
I love. What does she say? She says,
hello,
hello from
Leisure.
here to Fort Wayne.
I was
And
just in Fort Wayne.
yeah,
Was it? I was just in Fort Wayne maybe a month ago.
and then she says the original one. Oh, she likes you like the original one, like she liked the original with Julia Roberts.
Yep.
Yes, and she says all day every day she shop. Okay, now what household chore do you hate the most?
Probably laundry. I
Yes,
hate laundry, and I hate mopping. I don't
you
like to
know
mop, and I
I'll,
don't like to
I'll
do.
mop. If you ask me to choose between doing laundry and mopping, I will mop.
Oh yeah, me too, for
I hate
sure.
doing laundry.
I think mopping just because of my back. Otherwise, it wouldn't be that. It's not that much of a hassle. But laundry, I just feel like
It
I
just
like when
reverses
it's
my
done,
nerve. Yeah,
but it's so
I'll
many
put it in the
steps.
washer and I'll even put it in the dryer. But I don't like to fold and put them away.
Yeah, that's what I don't like. Yeah,
That's the
it,
thing I hate the most. Now, what do you do to relax?
clean.
That's true. You did say
I
that.
clean. I literally I clean to relax, or I take a nap because I don't sleep. I really
Yeah,
don't sleep. My son, I said he has cerebral palsy, so
right.
he's on a feeding pump at night, and he has to be checked, throughout the night, make sure
Yeah.
that everything's okay. And so I've just got, how like when you first have a baby and you in that mode where you really don't sleep, you like
Yes.
got your ears
Every
still
little noise
open. Yeah,
you
yeah.
hear,
So
yeah.
I've been in that mode for 32 years. So that's how old my son
Oh,
is.
okay.
And so I just don't sleep. And so during the day or whenever as I do have staff that come in
Mhm.
throughout the week. So whenever I have staff or family is here and they can watch him, I sleep. I just
Oh, Denise, she's a nurse.
Yeah, I'm a
Denise is
nurse.
retired.
I'm a
So
nurse
that's
as
a good
well.
thing. She says, what is wrong with you told me nobody can tell me that they hate to fold or put away laundry. Denise, I can wash it, I can dry it, I'll even take it out the dryer. But it's just that folding and putting away part. If I
Yeah,
fold it, it would just sit there. That's why I didn't have any laundry baskets because I would leave it in the baskets. But then,
yeah.
so when we moved into this home, when we bought this home, I kept saying, why don't I have any laundry baskets? And then I bought me two, and I said, oh, I
Now
remember
you remember.
why.
Oh, that's a good idea. Maybe I need to get rid of mine
I can't have laundry baskets. If I
because
have laundry
I
baskets,
hate
they
piles of
just
laundry.
they just pile in the
Yeah,
laundry and it grows. But if I don't have a laundry basket, the stuff gets folded up and then somehow or another we'll get it put in the drawers.
right, right.
But I can't have laundry baskets.
That's a good idea.
I love it since I did. So Denise started a system. Denise told us about a system where you do one load a day so it doesn't pile up on you.
Hmm.
And I tried doing one load a day, but it still don't fold it.
That's the truth. I
Now
said,
in
you
the
know how they be saying like they scared of like the robots coming and would you
yes,
want to have one in your house? I was like, absolutely.
yes, to
She
come
would
do
be in
laundry.
charge of doing the laundry.
Yes.
She would be that would be her job.
Now in the future, would you hire someone to edit your videos?
Yes, I
I think
would.
I
I
would
just think
too.
because I watch. Oh, you know who is one of my favorites is Raven. Raven, what is a Raven Elise? I believe that's her channel. Um, she's a single
She's the one
mom.
with the she has the two small kids, or is this one little girl?
She has one little girl.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
she lives in
yes.
Texas. She lives
Right,
in
right,
Texas. Yes, I've been watching her since right after she had her daughter. Her daughter's like
right,
6 or 7
right,
now.
right.
And she hired a whole team. My dream is to be like her because she has her whole family working for her.
Yes.
Her mom, her dad, her brother. She also hired 2 assistants. Like that's what I want because my son is into art. So whenever you see the little icon on my page with
Mm-hmm.
the cartoon of me, he drew
Right.
that.
Okay.
So I say like he would be on my team. My other son has a English major, so I was like he would be on my team. My other
Yeah.
son is really into like the social media aspect, like he knows
Uh-huh.
about Instagram and all that TikTok and stuff. So my dream is just like to grow my business in general,
Right.
to be able to have them on my team and then have people to like, because I want to just be able to do the creative part. I want to just do
Right.
the cleaning or just do the
Right.
decorating and just really be able to focus on that and not focus
Right.
so much on the
Editing.
editing and the technical stuff. So
Right.
my husband is in IT, so he could do all the IT stuff for me. So that would be a dream for me.
Yes. Denise says, I advise no laundry baskets or no more than one.
One.
Watch one small load daily and get it put away. I'm trying, Denise. I really am.
I'm
I
gonna have to I'm
am.
gonna have to institute that.
Shoshana says, I know about the lack of sleep cycle. Yeah, she works the graveyard shift and she has a child with Down syndrome.
Yeah,
So
she has
she
the
gets it.
cutest daughter.
But she loves doing laundry and I hate cleaning.
She
Now,
ain't clean.
Shoshana, look, yes, I do. I love her channel, Raven. Yes.
She
Raven
has a
knows
great
all
channel.
about
Yep,
yes,
yep,
yes, and yes. That way you can focus. Yes, so you can focus on what you want to do.
yes.
Now, what motivates you to make your videos?
I just think about like me being motivated by other people and how they kind of would help me. So like
Mm-hmm.
if it was a day when I didn't feel like cleaning and I stumble across somebody who's cleaning and I'll get up because it just makes you want to get up
Yeah,
and
get up and fix
start
mine.
cleaning. Like,
Yeah,
oh, they doing a deep clean on their refrigerator. You know what? I haven't cleaned my refrigerator in like a month or two. Let me get up and do, and so
I did that the other day.
yes, yes. And so I think that is why I do it because I want to be that for somebody else.
Yeah.
So that would probably be my biggest reason.
Okay. I know you're married. So how
Yes.
long have you been married?
We just celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary
Wow.
in May of 2023. We've been together for 28
Congratulations.
years. I met him. I was a single mom with 2 kids, one of which is my son who has cerebral palsy. I thought I'd never
Uh-huh.
get married. I was like, nobody's ever gonna want me, da da da. And it's been such a blessing. Like he is so amazing. He's a great husband. Of course we have our ups and downs, but I just feel like
Right.
God
Everybody does. Yes.
specifically put him in my life because he has all the things that I don't have and vice
Yes.
versa. And I
Yes.
think when you first get married, you're attracted to that, but then after a while you start to fight against that because you want
Mhm.
them to be more like you or more like,
Yes.
and what it took, I had to learn like, oh, God specifically gave him to me because of those differences. So why am I fighting against that? So I always
Yes.
tell like young newlyweds and young wives, you know, save yourself some years of frustration of trying to make your husband different because the reason why he's like that is because God feels
It's
like
because
that's
it's
what you
something
need.
that you need. Like my husband, and he told me, people laugh. We met online. Okay. He saw me on uh, a website called Tag. He contacted me and he said, that he wanted to get to know me, asked me, was I married? And I said, no, I wasn't married. And he said, well, I'm getting ready to go out of town for my job. When I come back, I want to take you out. So I'm like, okay. And in my mind, I'm like, I don't hear from that dude. He lying. They don't hear from him. Well, a week later, I get a call. He's back in town. He wanted to meet for lunch. And I'm like, okay, you know. And then I did what I always do on a date. When I go on my first date, I don't wear makeup.
Okay.
I said, I want them to see me.
Yeah.
And if they want to see me again, then I'll put on makeup. So the first time we went out, we met for lunch, no makeup. And what made me want to go out with him again was he didn't talk to my chest.
Right.
He talked to my face. And I was like, okay, well, maybe. Okay, maybe. And then the next day we were on the phone till 4 in the morning.
Oh,
And he had to be at work in 3 hours and didn't say anything.
oh,
And like now, like he's strong where I'm weak,
yes.
and I'm strong where he's weak.
Yep.
And we lean on each other, and I get I get him as a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
He tried to be a comedian. I get his jokes. I laugh before he finishes them because I know what he's going to
Yeah.
say. So God put him here for a reason.
Yep.
There's always something, that little thing that you think you don't need, and God said you need that. That's
Yep.
what He'll put in that person
Yep.
for you to be with. And when you don't
Absolutely.
realize it, it's the little things that this person does around that you go, oh man, I really needed that.
Yep.
That's what He's for.
It took me a long time to realize that, just because, I came from a single mom, and so I had no experience, and then I was a single mom. And so trying to be a listener and a
Yes.
follower, trying to
Yes.
submit to him, it was very difficult. And I always say our church has held our marriage together with duct tape and spit and glue and
Girl.
because if it wasn't for our church, I mean, who knows where we would be? Probably not together for sure, because and this world is not made for marriages to be successful.
Yes.
Um,
There's
but
always
because
somebody
we,
picking at it,
yep,
picking at it,
but
picking at it.
because
Always.
we're both believers,
Mm-hmm.
um, even when we put our love for God above
Right.
even our love for each other, and that's what's made us want to work through things and want to, be better and do better, and work at this marriage thing. That's a job in itself.
Yes.
But yeah,
It's
praise God that we have a church. They pray for us. They want our marriage to
yes.
be successful. They want our kids to be great. And
Yes.
we couldn't do it without them.
Like it's a chart that I use every year on my vision board. It's a triangle. It has God at the top,
Mm-hmm.
husband and wife at the bottom. And it tells you the more you study his word, the closer you get to God, the closer you and your husband get. So my husband and I always try to make sure that what we learned is when we have a disagreement, we'll both stop. Okay, wait a minute. What did you mean? Because what he meant is not what I thought he meant.
Right.
And so when I tell him what I thought he meant, he go, no, that's not what I was saying. I
Right.
said this. And it's always that our switches are on the wrong hook.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And like I told him, my parents, before my mother passed, my parents were together 57 years.
Amen.
And so I got to see the ups and downs, the twists and turns. And then it's 4 siblings. Well, me and my 3 siblings. And so when my sister, I'm the oldest. My sister just celebrated 33 years of marriage.
Wow.
My younger brother will be 25 years of marriage this year, I believe it is. Just me and the oldest boy, we got problems. Now I've been married now for it'll be 8 years. And then he'll be married this year. I think it'll be 3 years for him. So, but I think the way God does it is that He always finds you not when you want it to be found.
Yeah.
He finds you when He thinks you're ready to be found.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to go through things and go through the dirt and the mud.
Yeah.
So when this man comes along and washes you off, he'll see a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I was single for 14 years after my divorce. I got divorced and I didn't date anybody. And I remember my kids told me, Mama, we're going to be leaving home soon. And we don't want you here by yourself. You need to date. And I was like, I ain't going to date nobody. And then my daughter said, I set you up a membership on Black People Meet. You're going to meet you somebody.
Whether you like it or not.
You're going to ride on some dates. And I was like, but I understand what they were saying. They
Mhm.
just
They were
didn't
just
want me.
wanting you to be okay.
Well, they didn't want me to be alone when they leave because they knew they weren't going to come back home.
Yeah.
And like my son and his wife and children in California, my daughter stays in the Woodlands. She's about an hour and 45 minutes from me, but she's thinking of moving to Austin. So I
Okay.
told her she don't have no children. Bye.
Yeah.
She can go. Now you do have children. You have 4 boys.
Yes,
What
I
are the
do.
ages of your boys?
My boys are 32, 30, 26, and 24.
Your kids are around the ages of mine.
Yeah. All boys.
Wow.
And then our
They can't be
grandbabies.
cuckoo. All boys. All
You
they
know what?
food.
It was so funny because I thought I wanted a girl. I was telling you, I thought I
Yeah.
wanted a girl so bad. That's how we ended up with four. And then when I wanted a fifth, my husband was like, absolutely not. We're done.
It'd have been another boy.
He's like, we'll have 6 kids. You try to have a girl. Um, but looking back again, God, I mean, He gave me exactly what I needed.
Yes.
They are just, oh my gosh, they are my life. I love them more than I could ever express. And they, growing up, it was like when I had them, I was like, okay, God, like, what do I do with this? Because like I said,
Yeah.
I'm so girly. I was like, I don't know
Yeah.
anything about boys. And I was like, okay, so you're gonna have to help me. And he, like, again, with our church, they are surrounded by godly men outside
Yeah.
of their dad
That's
that,
one thing
that
I
has
tried to
helped,
make sure of too.
yeah, that has helped us raise them.
Yes.
So they turn out to be really, really good people.
Yes.
Um, and then our grandbabies, which are all
Yeah.
girls,
You have 4 girls.
four granddaughters,
And
and
their ages?
their ages are 5, 4, 3, and 7 months.
Da, 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 da.
Yes. And so I was telling you, I was like, okay, God, thank you. You're good. You're good now. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. My granddaughter will call me. They used to my son put it on the tablet where they could call me on Duo. And the youngest, she called me, hi Grammy. I said, why aren't you outside? Where your sister? Outside playing. I said, why are you
Oh,
not outside? I got bored with that. And I thought I'd come and talk to you.
how old is she?
Now she's 7. And she told me the other day that life was just too much for her right now. And she needed a break.
That's a difference like I didn't know with girls. Because my boys are so calm. They were always like, boys are just very kind of laid back, they don't.
Yes.
These girls, they're so dramatic. Everything is
Yes.
so big.
Yes.
It's just like a big deal. And it was just like, and I'll just be like, okay, God, that's why you didn't give me girls, because I'm already emotional. I can imagine 3 or 4 of us in the same house.
Honey,
So
my
yeah,
daughter used to give
it's
me the
definitely
blues as a
different.
teenager. Oh my God. I had to take her door off at one point.
Ooh,
She was going through the phase where slamming the door was her thing. And I said,
yes,
okay, you
yes.
gonna slam the door again? And she slammed it. I went, took it off the hinges and put it across the hallway and dare her to touch it.
My grandbabies are doing that already. They're
Oh my
like,
goodness.
I need a break. And especially the oldest one, and she goes to the bathroom and slams the door, and she's like, don't come in here. And I'm like, but you're 5.
5. Yes, yes.
It's
Good
just
night,
so.
Marilyn. Marilyn said she'll get with you about doing a collaboration.
Bye, Marilyn. Thank you.
And that's I know my grandbaby, she's so dramatic. She'll tell the oldest one, she is so dramatic. Why do you have to be so dramatic? And
They
I'm like,
are. It's
oh
that.
my
Ugh,
goodness.
it's different.
They are the girls are some. She says one daughter and one granddaughter, and now one great granddaughter.
Oh,
Joan, oh my,
all girls.
oh my. Now, what one piece of advice that you wish someone would have told you when you first started YouTube?
Um, I think about like the work, like how much work it would be. But also, I feel like I did a lot of research. So, and I reached out to a lot of people. Like whenever I meet new people, I talk to them about like what it's like for them, and I'm very open about things. And so I'll tell them like, look, I'm struggling with this. What do are you struggling with
Yeah.
this? Stuff like that. And so I have gotten a lot of encouragement from people like, just stick with it. Just stick
Yeah.
with it. Don't give up. It's okay. You're doing great.
Yes.
Because you feel like you're going to start your channel and you'll be monetized next week,
Yes.
or you'll be at 10,000 subscribers at the end of your first year. And
Right.
it's not like that. And
It's
so
not.
it takes so much work. And it's like, I think also I would tell people to think of it as a job.
Yes.
If you want to be serious, if this is something like
A hobby,
casual, yeah,
then
don't worry about
uh,
it. But if this is something like you have a goal and a dream for your channel and you're very serious about it, I would say think of it like a job. So
mhm.
get up every day and have something you want to do for your channel. Have goals, have things set out, have things written down,
Yes.
plans for the week, for the month, for the year.
Yes.
Treat it very serious like you would a job. That's probably one thing that I didn't realize that I needed to do when I
Yes.
first started. So that would probably be the biggest advice I wish I would have gotten when I first started.
Yes, Joan. Slow and steady wins the race. Yes. I I thought it was gonna take me. I thought when I did my first video, I was gonna blow up overnight and I was gonna have 100,000 subscribers. The first video was crickets, cricket.
Yep.
It took me forever to get 1,000, and my husband was my 1,000 subscriber. He
Oh,
waited and watched the count, and I didn't know he
oh,
was doing that. And he was my 1,000 subscriber,
oh.
and I was
That's
like, "Oh my
awesome.
goodness, he is
Oh,
so sweet to him to do that." And like I started doing the healthy tips and more channel. Well, if you know, I started not eating meat because I found out from the doctor last week that my numbers are not doing right, and she upped my metformin, which I wasn't happy about. So now I said I was going to cut out meat. I'm doing plant based for 2 weeks to see what my numbers are like. Well, I have lost 18 pounds, 12 pounds. I've lost 12 pounds, and I'm really proud of myself that I have lost the 12 pounds with the change of the
congratulations.
diet. Thank you. And the walking and the now that I started yoga, got the yoga from Denise. I started doing yoga and trying to get myself going. And I'm really proud of what I'm doing. And I almost gave up. Like you said, you do get discouraged sometimes when you think your
Yeah,
numbers, you should have 5,000 viewers, or,
yeah,
and you can look at it, you don't have two. It could be,
yeah.
it could be really discouraging,
It
but you
can
have
be.
to keep going. I had
Yes.
to stop looking at my numbers.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
had to stop looking at how many subscribers I had because it would get really depressing when you're
Yes.
watching your numbers to see how many people are subscribing to your channel and
Yeah.
you only have five and you think you should have 5,000. So I had
Yes.
to stop looking at that because it was very, very depressing.
Yes, because you know how much work you put into it.
Yes,
You know how much like time and effort and your heart, where your heart is, and the reason why you
yes,
put it out, and so you
yes,
just want people to like really see all of that,
yes,
and it's really not feasible. Um, and so, like you said, I had to stop looking at mine. Like I signed up for these different YouTube accessory things that you can sign up for that kind of help you track your growth
yes,
and everything. And they'll give you
uh-huh,
like suggestions on how to do this better and how to do that better.
yes,
And
mhm,
I was just like looking at this stuff all the time, all the time. And I was just like, what am I doing wrong? And I had to just stop looking and then remind myself the reason why I'm doing this. If I
yes,
can, like, one person can say, I started my YouTube channel because I saw a video of
yes,
this girl named Alex, and I saw her doing this on her channel, and it just really inspired me. Um, that's what I'm doing it for. It's
yes,
not for, I mean, I've been living, it's not like I have to have a YouTube check to live. It's just,
that's
we're
it.
doing great without it. And so if I just stay focused on my why and continue to do the things I love, continue to be myself, don't change, to just try to, okay, what do people want to
Yes.
see? And let me
Right.
put that out. Just stay focused on why I'm doing it and stay
Yes.
authentic. I know that it will be successful, even if it's not monetarily. It will be
Right.
successful just
Right.
because I'm doing exactly what I set out to do.
I thought at one point I was going to quit, and this lady emailed me and she said, I want to send you this picture of my table. She says, I've been watching your channel and I admire your tablescapes and how you keep doing them and they're so pretty, blah, blah, blah. So I want to show you mine. It made me cry. And I was like, oh my God, somebody is watching, you
Yes.
know? And her table was beautiful. Okay. And I was like, I'm stealing. She laughed. I said, no, seriously, I'm stealing that centerpiece. I'm stealing that idea for your centerpiece. That is beautiful. I mean, it really made me feel good that someone did like what I was doing.
Yeah.
And like I told my daughter, everybody's not going to like me,
Right.
but there's going to be one person, maybe two out there that do like me
Yeah.
and will watch my channel.
Yeah.
So I really, really like what I'm doing. And it makes me feel good
Yeah.
to do a video, even if I don't get but one view.
Yeah.
She says, nice to meet you, Alex. I will support you. Good night, all. All right, Stacy, get you some rest for that pneumonia.
Good night. Thank you, Stacy.
Bless her heart. I think that if everybody goes out and just like God told me, he said everything is done for a reason. He
Mm-hmm.
said everything has a season. He
Mm-hmm.
said you've been working and doing your thing. Just keep doing it. He
Yeah.
said you will see a change. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Don't defer from the line I told you to go down.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So I get up now and I do what he tells me to do. He'll wake me up. And I asked him, I said, okay, why do you have to wake me up at 3 and 3:30 in the morning? Why can't you talk to me during the day?
he
He
does it
said,
when he know he can get your
because
attention.
that's it. He said, because at the day and during the day, you're going to be busy and doing something.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to hear me. He said, but 3:30 in the morning, when it's quiet and your spirit is
Yeah.
quiet, you hear every little whisper that I tell
Mm-hmm.
you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay. But you know, it'd be hard for me to go back to sleep because my mind is still like going. And that's a problem. I told him, I said, see, you're going to have to stop my mind from racing after
Yeah.
you talk to me because sometimes when he wakes me up, I don't go back to sleep. I'm up
Yeah.
because my mind is like, okay, if I do this and I do it like that, then I can do this. If I
Mm-hmm.
and I'm up, and my husband say, will you go to sleep? Like he told me last night. He says, you're going to kill me. It's 40 degrees outside. You have the window cracked, the ceiling fan going high. And
Ooh.
I said, I am sweating. I am
Ooh.
having, I said, the volcano is going here.
Yes.
I'm like, I need to be cool. This is all your advice on being patient will allowing out a child to grow. Yes, I'm the one who constantly thinks I'm going right. Yes, like
Overnight.
Nicole, I always thought that overnight, that the next
Mm-hmm.
morning,
Yep.
I was going to be the top YouTuber.
Yep.
I thought that. Do you know how long I sat at 3,500? I sat at 3,500 subscribers for a year. I sat there, and God said, "You're not moving." And I said, well, why am I not moving? He said, because you're not listening. So you're
Mm.
not going to move. And I'm like, okay. He said, you are stubborn and you need to listen to what I'm
Mm.
saying. Until you listen to what I'm telling you, you're going to sit right there. You're not
Mm.
going to grow. You're not going to do anything. You're going to sit right there. So I was like, okay, I need to quit being hard headed
Yeah.
and listen to what he tells me to do. And when I started doing the things he was telling me that I needed to look out for, people I need to get away from, things I needed to stop doing, things I needed to improve. When I
Mm-hmm.
started doing those things, I started seeing a little climb,
Yeah.
a little climb, a little climb. And today, when I looked at my main channel, I seen that I grew 112 people, and I wanted to dance. And I was like, I'm at 3,800 people. Oh
Yay.
my! And I'm like, do you know how long I've
I can
waited to get
imagine.
out of 3,500? But I said, everything happens for a reason.
Yep.
And you have your season. You just have to be patient. You don't win the race by being fast. You have
Right.
to take your time and learn the things you need to learn. You
Mm-hmm.
have to continue education. People think because you get older, you don't need to learn anymore.
Right.
Well, I'm older, okay? My daughter is 36. My son is 34. And I'm older.
Yeah.
And I still try to learn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking classes to learn new things about YouTube or learn things about filming.
Yeah.
And like I just took a week class on, it was called Under the Red Line,
Mm-hmm.
to learn to be plant-based. You always have to continually to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You don't stop learning. I
Yep.
always try to learn something new. If it's something I feel I'm weak on, I try to find someone that can help me
Yeah.
to learn that weakness.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I started this channel, because some of the gurus that we have, they won't talk to you unless you pay them.
Right. Right.
And so I feel that because I asked one a question and they told me they charge, for me to talk to them, it would be $2,000.
Oh my goodness.
So I was like, 2A. Okay, you be blessed. So I started doing this. When I would learn something, I would teach on here because there's somebody that wants to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is how you edit. This is
Yep.
how you do a voiceover. This is how you make this. This is how you do this. This is how you set up your lighting. This is
Yeah.
how we get online. It's always somebody out there that needs to learn a little something different that you
Mm-hmm.
do. And
And I
I'm a
really appreciate that about you, Miss Stephanie.
thank you. You're so, oh, see, you gonna make me blush.
I do, because you're so right that it's so hard, unfortunately, to get people who are like where you're trying to get to
To
kind of
teach.
just tell you, like, I don't understand why, but it's because I guess they feel like you're competition, but
Well, one told
it's so
me,
hard to get people to actually, you ask them a simple question like, well, how did you do this? Or how did you
yeah,
deal with this issue? And they just either don't respond at all, or like you said, they send you their
their
fees.
bill. One told
And it's
me
like,
that they didn't talk to people under 5,000 subscribers.
wow.
Yeah,
It's so
and I was
sad.
like, okay. You know what, Joan? When they had that YouTube thing where you can go on and take those little courses and the little tests, I enjoyed that. I was almost completed through the thing I was trying to learn, and then they stopped it. And now they're doing this new thing I'm not too crazy about. But I like the other one where they will have the little videos and the little sessions for you to learn thing and for you to take the little test to learn how to do it. I enjoyed that. Maybe I'm cuckoo, but I like I'm a computer nut. Okay. I have 4 degrees and 14 certifications all
Wow.
under the umbrella of computer.
Hmm.
And so when I send out stuff to people of invitations, I I always forget everybody does not open emails and do things that you do, Stephanie. You have to send it a different
You
way.
did that with me.
And I
I
and
was
I
like,
thought I thought about it and I
I was
said,
like,
oh,
help.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me copy and paste the whole message on the email instead of attaching
Because
the
you
email.
know, I was struggling. I was
Because
like,
I had somebody wrote me back and said, there's nothing in the email. And I said, oh my goodness. Okay, let me copy and paste. And I have to remember
yeah.
that I enjoy just I email all day long. I'll email, and then I have to remember that everybody is not like me that do the
I tell my
attachments and
husband that.
everything.
I tell
I'm
my husband that because he has an IT degree, and I'm like, babe, everybody is not like you. Like we don't all have your brain.
but my husband asked me, he said, baby, how do you do this? I'm like, really? You don't know how to do? And I'm like,
He,
wait a minute, back it up,
he's the same way.
bag it up. And I went and showed him. He said, okay, is that how it go? I'm like, yes, I can show him and he can do it.
Yep.
And my brother, bless his heart, he's not computer literate at all. And I said, well, I told him, well, just email it to me. And he's like, how do I do that? And I said, you don't know how to do a PDF? He's like, what's a PDF? And I said, oh my God, is your son coming over to your house today?
Right, right.
He said, yeah, he'll be over in a little while. And good night, Tamara. She says, it's nice to meet you. She's a
Nice
member
to
of your
meet
channel.
you.
He told me he was coming over. And I said, have Joshua email it to me when he gets there. And but it's too funny. But we've been on here a while. How long? We've been over here over an hour.
Oh, wow.
Let me see. She says, good night. Good night, Tamara. Tamara, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna bug you. I'm gonna call you, Tamara. But I really thank you for coming on the show tonight. I've learned so much about you, and you
Thank
are a
you.
delight.
Oh,
You are
thank
funny.
you.
I love it. I love it. I love your channels. Okay, Tamara. I am patient, Tamara. I'm trying. But I really enjoyed you on the show tonight. I hope you had fun because I did.
I did. Thank you so much. You
And
made it
I'm
so
glad
much
there was.
easier for me.
See, I told you it was going to be easy. I told you. See, Denise says she's enjoying listening to a fellow who's her. Okay.
Amen. Woo-hoo.
I told you it was going to be fun. It's going to be easy. And I also want to thank the people in the replay because the replay always does a girl good. Don't forget to give us thumbs up, guys, if you're watching the show in the replay. But I really enjoyed having you on here, Alexandra. And hopefully soon, Alex, I'll get in touch with you about a collab I have coming up.
Yes.
And I
Thank
would
you.
love for you to participate in that with me because you do have a fireplace.
Yes, I do.
And I will pull you in on one of those fireplaces. Tamara says she told you not to be nervous.
She did. She did. She said, "You got this, sis."
See, I don't do it. I'm really fun. Who is it? Uh, she says, I really enjoyed it. I'm glad you came
Oh, hi,
by.
Jenny.
I'm glad you came
I
by.
love her page.
Oh, she said, I try to make it easy and make it fun because all I want to do is for people to see the people I'm seeing or get new people out there and get eyes on your channel. That's all
Thank
of my
you.
goal is.
Thank you. It's
But
such a
I
blessing.
enjoyed having you here tonight. And I'm glad we had a lot of laughs on here and that I will be contacting you soon
Okay.
because I do have a collab I think you will be good at.
Okay.
And I want you ladies to have a good night. I have
You
to go
too.
down there and fix the burnt corn that I burned up earlier. Y'all, I came up here to get ready and forgot I had the corn on and burnt my corn. Uh, uh, Another story. But thank you, thank you, thank you. And tell your
Thank
husband I said
you.
thank you for setting you up tonight.
I will.
And you
Thank
all
you
have a good
so much.
night. And I'll see you ladies again another time. Bye bye, ladies.
Bye.